So hello everybody, my name is Luis. I was born and raised in Costa Rica, and then I spent a good amount of time in Canada. Then I moved to Volcan back in September 2015. At the moment, my wife and I, we run a family business in marketing and technology. And we are servicing a number of clients both here in Panama and also in other areas, whether in North America or in Latin America. A number of people ask us why we started a business here in Panama. And the reality is that the dynamic of the Panamanian market is, I would say, different from that of North America, whether it is the US or Canada. So there are things that North Americans are used to that are, I would say, harder to find down here in Panama. Also, the difference in wages and salaries is very big. So one of the reasons why we started a business is because if you are an ambitious person and if you want to aspire to more than just a regular salary, then really one of the options you have is to run your own business. This also goes a little bit deeper, or it goes a little bit more into how we started the business. And the reality is that back in 2015, when we moved to Panama, our priority was not to begin a business, but I was actually looking for a job, let it be in Panama, in Costa Rica, and in other areas in Central America. But nothing really opened up. So I could have filed maybe 75 to 80 different job applications in different places. Again, here, Panama, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, and although I had a few job interviews, nothing really materialized. So after a few months of being stuck, and after some prayerful consideration, we felt that God was leading us into starting a business. And then the question was, well, if we start a business, what are we going to do? I was living in Panama. I didn't really know anybody in Panama. I do come from a family of entrepreneurs, from my dad's and from my mom's side, but it wasn't really clear what we were supposed to do. So I am going to give you a small little tip that an entrepreneurship coach gave me, and he said, you know what, Luis, just get out there, talk to people, and see what they need. And I asked him, how should I do that? And he said, just get out there and offer anything. Nobody's going to buy it, nobody. But when you go out there and you talk to business owners, you will have the opportunity to ask them, what is needed here? What is the market missing? We live in Volcan, and if the dynamics in Panama are different from those in North America, the dynamics in Chiriqui are also different from those of Panama City. Chiriqui is more of an agricultural region. I would say it is not, although it is a developed province, it is not as developed as Panama City. And coming from a career in IT and management did not show a lot of prospects as of what I could do for a living here in Chiriqui. However, with this entrepreneurship consultant, we explored into a couple of options, and then he gave me this tip of just get out there and ask people what is needed. That's exactly what we did. So at the beginning of January 2016, and without having a job, then I had a lot of time in my hands, and I started walking around the cities of David, which is the major city in Chiriqui, and I started visiting businesses and getting to know business owners. At the time, I was offering a course on Excel. I went out there and I was offering a course to help people manage their inventory through Excel. And I didn't sell anything. Nobody wanted to buy that. But it did give me the opportunity to get to know business owners and ask them that question. So, well, if you don't need this, what is needed right now? And back then, this is almost 8 years ago now, the one thing that came up is, well, we would love to know how to better use digital marketing for our business. We would love to have people who can help us build websites. We would love to have people who can help us with lead generation through social media and things like that. So after a while, it wasn't a long while, we needed to come up with something. So after a couple of months of talking to business owners, we figured that we could start a business in technology and marketing. Now, this is 8 years ago, or almost 8 years ago. So the dynamics of the market keep changing. There are interesting things about technology and marketing. One of them is that it is an industry that is in constant change, and it is also an industry that has a lot of incumbents. Back then, this is back in 2016, there was not a lot of competition. I would say that right now the competition has intensified. However, well, the Lord has been very generous, and He has been very faithful, and He led us in that direction that we began a few years ago, and we continue to be in that line of business, servicing now companies here in Chiriqui, but also in Panama City, and when the opportunity comes up, also companies outside of Panama. I would say that if you were to come down to Panama to retire, well, not to retire, but if you were to come to Panama, move to Panama with your family, and you need to start a business, I would say that the advice is still applicable in terms of you getting out there, getting to know people, and understanding what the market needs. To my advantage, since I was born in Costa Rica, then my Spanish is really good. People do spot they spot an accent in my Spanish right away, and they know that I'm a foreigner, which sometimes is not very advantageous, because Panamanians love to work with other Panamanians. However, well, you get to develop a network, and you start getting to know people, and you develop friendships, and then as you start delivering services, word of mouth spreads, and someone recommends you to somebody else, and that's how you begin a business. It is very important to deliver high quality services. People will remember. There's this thing that I learned a long time ago, and it is, people don't remember what you said or what you did, but how you made them feel. And if you make them feel good with the services you deliver, they will remember, and they will recommend you. So that's another tip for you to keep in mind. Now, for those of you who are coming down here and do not speak Spanish, there's still a good, strong network of expats. And in fact, we found that expats usually are good clients down here. For the same reason, expats are looking for good, reliable people who can help them, whether give maintenance to their house, or who can help them navigate the details of moving down to Panama. How do you buy insurance? How do you get your driver's license? If you get in trouble and you need to go to the doctor or to a hospital, those are again useful traits that expats are looking for. Some of the questions that expats ask me about my business is, what is it like to run a business in a foreign country, and how much is the Panamanian government involved? And the government is going to be involved just like in any other government. There are rules that you need to follow. There are things that you need to know. If there is another piece of advice I can give you, is that it is useful to have a good lawyer who understands your business, also a good accountant who understands your business, and who can help you apply the different accounting rules that Panama has to your specific line of business and to your specific needs. So it is not uncommon to find accountants who speak English, but you don't find them everywhere. You have to be persistent. You have to talk to people and see who other accountants or what other accountants expats are using. The banking system is very strict. It is not easy to open a bank account in Panama. It is important to have a good lawyer who can help you connect with the right banks, and who can help you open a bank account. But once you are in the system, once you have your account open, then it opens doors with other banks. So you start with Bank A, and you do things right with Bank A, and then if you need an account with Bank B, then Bank A becomes a recommendation to go to Bank B. That makes things a lot easier. So again, starting a business here in Panama is, I'm not going to say that it's easy. I think it is a challenge. The rules of entrepreneurship apply to Panama the same way they do in North America. It's difficult to turn a profit fast, and it's difficult to turn a profit easily. You need to be persistent. You need to have a clear idea of what you want to do. You need to have savings to support yourself for maybe a couple of years. But with passion and dedication, you can see the hand of God moving, and you can see God opening doors where you thought there would be none. So if you are interested to come down to Panama, come out here, try the market, look at the market, explore the market, get to know people, get involved with the different chambers of commerce and tourism. There are really good people here in Panama. Panama is a capitalistic country. It's still a conservative country, and I find that that the business climate right now in the country is really good for those who want to come and start a business. So thank you so much for the opportunity. Thanks for listening. And if there are any questions, either Ben at Corazon del Cielo or myself would love to talk to you. Okay? God bless you and have a great day.